First of the two, I don't know, I believe everybody knows it, the Berg Berlin. But when I talked about it, that they're coming to TEDx, there were a couple of people that didn't know, so even better. And well, I'm quite a big fan of them, and there were like question marks for them because I never knew who did that stuff. And anyway, they can continue talking about what they did and how they did it after I handed over the microphone. So give it up for the Berg. Thank you.
My name is Jakob Tigges, I'm an architect, and this is Jens West, a real Berg veteran who helped from the first moment. And we're going to present you a project on sustainable urban design in times of crisis. This is a project for Berlin, and the whole project is contained in these little huts, which I will give to you. You please let them go around. You can look into them from behind, and then you see what we're talking about. There you go. All right, the Berg is a project for Berlin, but it's also a general comment on contemporary urban design. As urban design has gained a lot of attention in recent years, and there's a new breed of urban managers and city marketing experts that have discovered urban design as a major driver of the economic development of cities. And vice versa, urban management has become one of the major drivers of urban design. The result of which, in terms of architecture, you can see in this slide. You may be familiar with some of the projects of the towers. A common feature that they all share is that they try to occupy a place in our minds and maybe in our hearts. So they try to be more than they are physically. They try to be remembered, to be a symbol of a place. We decided to plan something enthusiastic, something big and beautiful, something important that people might think of. A large mountain. It's higher than 1,000 meters. If you go there, it's got two peaks. The higher peak is called, I don't know, I forgot, but it's more than 1,000 meters. The other is slightly lower. If you come here, Jens, look. This here is here you see the Berg monkeys, which would be in the shadow of the mountain. If you go around, if you take Columbia Dam, you come to the Schiller Keys, which is highly problematic, high unemployment rates, a lot of immigration problems, but we think we can help them with the Berg. If you go the other way around, you get to, you see that's the Tempelhof Airport building. This would be the, I don't know how to say in English, the Talstation for your future hiking tours on the Berg. So where you took the plane before, now you could actually take a Seilbahn. Pardon? Yeah, it's all there. We're going to show you. This is not a naive project. Okay. Now let's go further down. We're going to show you the first thing we did when we had this idea of the mountain, and I'll tell you in a moment we imagined that we could see it really. Was that we had to somehow provide images so that everyone could imagine it. And this would be, if you go a bit to the left, this is a view out of the airport building. That's where you would actually start your hiking tour. You see the foot of the mountain, the airport building. Let's go further down. Here you see a typical view from the mountain to Alexanderplatz down there. That's from the slope. All right. Let's go further down. This is the classical, you could almost say, Berlin street view in Kreuzberg, Neukölln or Tempelhof. That's what, you should be used to that. I mean, we are in Kreuzberg here. Okay, so here again you see a justification for the Berg. So if you look from the moon onto Berlin, there's only three things you can see: Tiergarten, the Olympic Stadium, and Tempelhof. So it's a very important feature of Berlin and of the fourth facade of Berlin. It's a real potential, it's an opportunity, something you shouldn't waste on the residential areas or anything like it. Let's go down. Here you see the circulation pathways on the Berg. Actually, in the competition, you were only asked to provide a planning for the Columbia Columbia Quartier, which is this one. It's beautiful. It's on the slope of the mountain. It's on the shadowy side, but still it has some natural features, I think. Let's go further down. There you see our Seilbahn, of course, in the form of a supply plane, the Rosinenbomber. Okay, let's go further down. Okay, here you see the new, I mean, of course, there's, after having studied all the little creatures that live on the plain airfield, we have to think about all the new animals that we would have at our mountain. I mean, that's really enriching Berlin a lot. So you have new plants, new animals. Let's go further down, depending on the height, of course. Weather will change. Will be one side, I mean, not everyone's on the sunny side, right? So there will be a lot of rain on one side. That will be, I think, if I got it correctly, basically, no, it's not. I think Neukölln and Tempelhof will be quite rainy. On top of the mountain, it will be a bit cloudy. On the other side, you will have lots of sun, so that you can even grow wine. Let's go further down. And here you see all the different kinds of activities that you will be able to enjoy on the mountain, like hiking, skiing in the winter, paragliding. Yeah, it's a paradise. Let's go further down. Okay, here you see, it's a bit small, but you see how because one of the major topics in this competition was Vernetzung. Like from a traffic planning point of view, Tempelhof is a big barrier, no? Because if you want to go from Tempelhof to Neukölln, you have to go around it, and that's tremendous, they said. So we have lots of paths. Of course, you have to cross the peak, but still, it's pretty well connected. It's like a common reference point like between all these areas, and you have to look. Yeah, we thought about tunnels for the S-Bahn on one of the sides. I'll show you later. Okay. Okay, that's from Central Station now. I mean, come on. It's quite high, you can't avoid it. Okay, it is also quiet areas, of course. And in the winter, it is really fun. Well, in the end, the mountain really serves as a container of all the dreams that you can have for Berlin, about Berlin. You can imagine that mountain as you like, and it could be something different, and you can fill it as you like. We have lots of different plannings for the interior of the world, like a counter world with all the dirty stuff inside and the nice things on top of the mountain. But in the end, we decided to leave it just as it was, just the images, so that everyone could give it the meaning that he preferred. And this is how the mountain works in the end. And I think this is why a lot of people really like it. The house, again, is a kind of container for the mountain projects, and that's the thing that I gave you before. So if you, and the house, in the end, is the physical result of our project, right? The Stadtschloss still is not physical. I mean, it's only a dream, isn't it? This makes our mountain even stronger. And I would like to close again with that simple, I don't know, in German you would say Schwanzvergleich, with this of our Berlin attraction with all these towers that you find in other cities on the world. Thank you very much.